Anita Hill quotes, I must never ever give my voice, and I will not. Anita Hill is a woman who went after Clarence Thomas for harassment, and he still got the Supreme Court and justice nomination. Whether he deserved it or not, that's subjective. Was he qualified for it? That is subjective. Him being a black man and conservative definitely didn't hurt matters. It was an interesting time because I remember I had set out west. And ironically, the book that had dominated my reading at the time was Thurgood Marshall, who was the first African American nominee. And I've always said this, and I make no bones about it. Clarence Thomas is the best that they could come up with behind Thurgood Marshall. I mean, that was a dog and pony show. That was embarrassing. That's that's pretty bad. That's as good as it gets. You go from top of the line to a cat who is not in the same weight class, the same tier level, but that's what they put. Now, Anita Hill had all the documentation, all the proof, but she didn't stand a chance. It was funny to see a black woman, a black man in the spotlight about harassment and the freaky deaky and, all the characters of everything that would come to pass. That was just, it was a strange odyssey. People to ask you what you think. Black man versus black woman, who's believable, is his truth. Well, from a political perspective, Anita Hill didn't stand a chance. Now, it wasn't like a landslide when he got through. However, he was with the right party. Had he been considered a liberal or Democrat, however they do it, he wouldn't have won. They needed a token, they got it. They needed somebody to represent what they wanted, they got it. He's been called out so many different times. I remember I used to read Emerge magazine, and they clowned him royally and rightfully so. He know he was wronged by Anita Hill. And I think most people know too. However, that's as close. And I say these things, but they're in sincerity. As close as a black person can get to being close to someone white in the States, though you're never close, but it's just a tokenism that makes you think that you're that close. And his situation and these particulars made him think he had arrived. Anita Hill went on to teach college and done an incredible job, wrote books, told the truth about her harassment situation, how it fell on deaf ears. I mean, come on now, when you had Ted Kennedy deposing Clarence Thomas, and then Clarence Thomas talking about this is a modern day lynching, high tech lynching, which was hilarious. That was hilarious coming out of his mouth. Because he know good and well he was was he really qualified for the job, and B, he was, if to quote his good old buddy Donald J. Trump, he would be a DEI hire, but they ain't gonna take him out. They'll never take him out. But he is, if you want to use, when they try what that the false narrative agenda that Trump likes to use about DEI hires and throwing someone black in the agenda, he would be the one that come to mind, especially under the circumstances. There should be some morality, moral clauses, which they're not. And Anita Hill never got her just due. She went on to teach and everything, but we know that thing was a lot closer. If it was a lot of truths there. No one has talked about it, swept underneath the rug, but I like what she said. I must never ever give up my voice, and I never will. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm on one time. Peace.